It's gonna be my
And
new.
we are. Uh-huh.
This will be my new favorite shirt, dude. Like it's just what's this made? Blink.
Glass.
Glass.
It's a great shirt. It really is.
Shout
So
outs to Apollo and friends on YouTube and Instagram. If you don't follow them, what are you doing? It is hilarious. Plus, they do have or give college students, like master's students, for example, the opportunity to actually explore cognitive behavior, right, with their parents, which is kind of cool. So, like, it's not just like, oh, for fun. They actually do care about the cognitive development research in birds. It's crazy. What a way
so
to start
Apollo,
the plan.
yeah, Apollo's a science boy. I
It's a
was gonna
science.
I was actually prepping and I was like, I know how I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with a surprise, surprise. Because we are not on a Saturday. This is a
Not at all.
Thursday night live. We picked the funkiest time. This is when you guys are driving home from work. So drive safely. It's a little wild out there. Time changes, things are darker, and it's so windy here in LA. So be safe out there, guys, if you are still driving. And if you're watching this in the morning on Saturday, sorry guys. So as the holidays do get closer and we begin to have more trips and more events going
Yeah.
on, we will be making these kinds of lives to accommodate for them. And this is one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. And you know what? This is the time that kind of worked for both of us. Like tomorrow I have a heck of a day. So Friday was a no go. And then, you know, on Saturday, you have a heck of a day. So again, not a no, it's no go. But the thing is that we have so much stuff to talk about. Now, we don't want to just to pile up, you know? So it's important to have these, right?
Yeah, we don't want to leave you guys also out and about because like the more we wait to do a live, we forget stories. We missed
Yes.
up. I was like, no, I want to share with you guys. I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss
And
out.
this is Little Toys Big Stories, not Little Toys No Stories, right? So it's just like, come on, like we got to do something, right?
Exactly.
And today we actually have a lot of stories, right?
Many stories.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have stories about Anime Expo, right?
Ooh.
Not Anime Expo, See, it's
Comic
already
Con.
happening. It's forgetting. It's like it's gone. Like it happened last week. It's gone now. It's LA Comicon. So we have tons of different, videos and things to look at, toy reveals. We also had like a, rub with actual toy designers. So from
Ooh.
Sparrow Toys, like it was just kind of like nice talk between us. Really, really cool. We saw some celebrities. It was pretty nice. New toys. We got a haul that we need to talk about too. Small haul, but it's a good one. And we will go ahead and get to that when we get to it. Okay. What about
Yeah,
you? What you got?
we both actually got a special package from a friend of the pod. And one of them is initially I started out as my order, and then it went ahead and just changed into a friend gift, which was very sweet of her. And so we'll talk about that. We'll also show some of the items that we got. I also have been hitting up my local Five Below. So if you guys have been seeing my YouTube shorts, I'm like currently like looking for a specific gift and I can't seem to find it. But I've been going to all these stores, and then Five Below, it always takes my money. I also stopped by the jungle and did a couple of pickups there too. So we'll be seeing some of those as well. Oh, one more thing, one more thing. Godzilla minus one. I'm gonna make some cool little updates and maybe a little bit of spilling, a little spillage,
Oh,
a
I
little
see. I
spoiler
haven't
alert.
seen it yet. I
I'm
have
gonna
been
try.
very, very bad at not seeing it yet. Even though everybody in my circle is like, "Oh, it's so good! It's like the best one." It is pretty much a retelling of the story, but it is so good. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, "Oh shoot! I should definitely, go and see it." Before I
Yeah.
was perfectly fine not going to see it,
No,
but
you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna
It's
see
so
second.
good. Like, honestly, we can start with this because I'm not gonna do too many of the spoilers because now you're gonna go watch it. So, just
Okay.
long story short, it has been extended to be watched all the way till December 13th. After that, it's being pulled out of theaters. It is also one of the uh, biggest box openings for a Japanese film in the U.S. So it
Oh,
made over $1.2 million,
okay.
and it is being nominated for an Oscar.
What? And also, kind of a Godzilla overload. We have a new movie coming up of Godzilla, in
Yes,
which he teams up with King Kong, and King Kong has a kid, and they fight Lanky Kong. Like, what's going on? Like, and then Godzilla's pink too, and they run together, action mode. Like, what is going on? Like, so if you have more on that, definitely share and let us know.
yeah, and so that's pretty much gonna be from the studios that have been taking over Godzilla over on this side of town, so in the
Hmm,
U.S. and
hmm.
all, and they're also following up with the Monarch show. So that movie is gonna go hand in hand with the show. And Pee Wee just joined. Hi, Pee Wee.
I know. It's a bit of it's a lot, right? It's a
It is.
lot of different. It's a lot of different movies coming in at the same time. A lot of Godzilla, but honestly, I don't think that this is going to surpass what minus one did. I think that's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, like this week, he honestly surpassed Oppenheimer.
Nice.
I'm
Which,
like, go after Barbie next.
yes, please. We need something to kind of. This is essentially the last hope we got, because there isn't any other big release after this,
Okay,
right?
and like I've been mentioning like in my comments when I've been slowly kind of like spoilish, but not really
Hmm.
commenting about it. It is a redemption story. It is a very human story. It is a place where Godzilla is pretty much the bad guy. He is
Okay.
the bad guy. He comes to destroy. You get to fear Godzilla, and there's some beautiful cinematic shots that you can enjoy. I shared a picture on my Instagram story where somebody like captured the essence of how small Godzilla makes you feel in that movie, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna suck, but it's so good. Like it sucks to be the characters.
Uh huh. But that's kind of what you expect, right? Which is great. Now, it's Pee Wee's here. Has Pee Wee gone to watch it? That's the question.
I
If you're
hope you.
driving, don't answer. That's fine. We will psychically get you. We will receive your answer psychically, or take it off the air in the comments. Right? We want to know: have you seen it? And if so, what did you think? You know, because it's going to be
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so sad. Honestly, you go through the roller coaster of emotions. You experience them all. You have a good laugh. You have a good cry. You have a good scary time. It is so, so good.
Did you cry?
Yeah, tears.
Oh my god! By the way, making Horseman and Piggy cry when it comes to like Godzilla and other media is actually not that difficult.
It's extremely easy.
Yeah, like it's like at some point she's like, okay, let's turn it up. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
So
but do you
minus
want
one.
it?
That's it.
Do you want any spoilers?
No, I
And
don't
if
want any spoilers.
zero spoilers, zero spoilers.
Zero spoilers at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of because everybody's been raving about it. Might as well go watch it.
You should. You should. It's so good. I highly recommend it. I'm telling you guys, watch it. And if you want to talk spoilers with me, just DM me on Instagram, Porcelain Piggy. I'm down to talk the movie. I've been talking to with Change My Color Collectibles. I've been talking to a bunch of other people that have watched it because like we just want to spill the beans and chat it up
Ooh.
because it's so good. And
Now,
he says not yet. He says when Crystal gets back.
oh, she's out. Okay, gotcha. Now, are we going to talk about the new movie? Can we see the trailer, or do you think we're going to get copyrighted?
It's gonna be a copyright strike for sure. And you
Even if
shouldn't.
we
Okay,
stop it and dance in the middle, like da, 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 da.
okay. And what I'm saying is, don't even look at the trailers. Don't look at them. Just go watch it.
No, I'm talking about the new one with Lanky Kong.
Okay, you can put it. You can put it. I think
Okay.
we'll pause it. We'll like watch Mikichi like a little bit, and then we'll kind of pause.
Yeah, because
I think
I've seen people do it that way.
yeah, and that's okay. We can do that. We can do that.
All right.
Um,
So otherwise, let me just go ahead and get it queued up right here. Let's share this, but then at the same time, uh, we will go ahead and
Mhm.
get it muted. We'll get right here. There we go.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not excited about that one because like I'm
oh
not a
no,
big
it looks like
King
a
Kong.
total joke, you know.
Yeah, like I'm not a big King Kong fan. Like my favorite King Kong film was the Skull Island one. Actually, that one was so good, and I can watch it back. They like multiple times in one day.
No, but the other one, King of All Monsters, was good too.
That, but the Godzilla versus King Kong is it was so right. But Godzilla King of Monsters is great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Different,
yes.
yeah, different films.
All right, so this is. I'm just gonna speed through it, not without
Yeah, yeah.
any craziness. So like you got Geiger counter, intro. Suddenly you have an island, and there's like a little place where definitely things will happen, right? Apparently, ooh, things, right?
I,
Like
I love your preview.
this is how we're going to. Oh, Egypt's there too, because you know what? Everything is connected through that
Mhm.
weird water passageway that everybody established. Apparently, Godzilla can literally dive in one side of the earth and pop out on the other. You know, as
Pretty much.
kids, we dreamed of doing that. You know,
Pretty
Godzilla can
much.
do it live.
And then we know that from the previous like Godzilla versus King Kong film, King Kong pretty much ended up as being like the king of this one like underground area that is just like vegetation. He's found other giant like monkeys. He's found like a home, a family.
Yeah. So, and there's apparently been other Kongs, right? Like,
Mhm.
spoiler alert, there's other Kongs, and they're just in skull mode, and then like they're dead or not dead, on alive. And like, yeah, he's just like a king, and he can get an axe, and the axe has like a Godzilla scale, right? And
Yeah.
then here we have more Geiger counter, and oh my god, earthquake happens, and oh my god, we got here you go, Thanos. But it's not Thanos. It's actually
Who
King
is it? I
Kong.
I haven't seen this. I really don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Okay, let me see that just
I
real
don't
quick.
watch. Okay, I
Look
do
at that.
not
Look at
watch.
that.
Oh, is it a Mecha King Kong or is it just King Kong with armor?
No, no, no. It's literally King Kong with a freaking Thanos glove, yo.
Hmm. I don't know.
Because I mean, no, but you know, King Kong can use tools, right? So there you go. There's
Yeah.
Kong. This is the Kong we know, right? And there's Lanky Kong, and then there's
Ugh.
Baby
Ugh,
Kong.
disturbing chin.
So
Can you like
there's
remove that
Scrappy
from the
Doo, everybody.
screen? Oh
There's
God,
Scrappy Doo, everyone.
I
Mandatory
cannot.
humans.
Yeah, and a random
Okay, you know
nasty
what?
little chimp.
From here on out, the question is, who is better, Manila or Baby Kong?
That's not even a question. Manila is best. Baby Kong is gross.
See, that's what I feel like, dude. King Kong and Godzilla have always kind of been paired up, right? Like you always had one and the other, and you're like, oh, who's gonna do it? Not, but Manila Minya, it's been by himself. It's just like, yeah, that's your lane, and you're staying in it, you know. And now they're introducing Baby Kong to challenge Minya.
But I love how
Okay,
Minya's just vibing, you know. Minya's like, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby.
um, so I got. Oh, there you go. I told you they're
Yeah.
slow mode, all Kongs, right? Because apparently there's been tons of different apes underneath, and oh my god, it's upset. And they're using all this like pink color because apparently Barbie had a ripple effect
Mm.
that even made Godzilla pink,
No.
you know?
No.
And
I
then you
know
have,
in different power up modes, Godzilla does change color. So I'm wondering what's the what's the source of this coloration.
Canergy, baby, Canergy. So then you have mandatory humans, right? Mandatory humans, girl that's chant like Mothra, and
Is
then you
she
got,
connect? Oh wait, no, we know her. She's the same little girl from the previous Godzilla and Kong movie. Now she's a
oh
little
yeah,
bigger 'cause she was the only one who could communicate with King Kong. Yeah.
oh you're right, you're right. Shows how much I paid attention during that movie.
And I fell
Okay,
asleep during this movie.
and then there it is. Our protagonist. Is it our protagonist? I'm not sure, but it is Pink Godzilla with
Okay.
those gills looking like Shin Godzilla,
Hmm.
right? I'm
Oh my
saying.
gosh! Don't even get me. Just know one thing: if we, when the movie ends, just watch like. Well, you don't have to stay after. It shows you like right away what's gonna happen. But just think about it. That like
And
after -1, you might want to go watch Shin Godzilla.
oh, I see. Because we're gonna get -2.
Pretty much.
Get it? And this is the bad guy apparently, Lanky Kong.
Oh, is that really his name? No,
No,
it's
but I'm
not.
just
You may.
going with Diddy Kong, like with Donkey Kong Country name. We got King Kong. We got Baby Kong. I'm not calling him Diddy Kong because how about
He's
Kong
not.
Jr.? There you go. And
I
then
can't.
you got, oh my God, look.
Oh,
This is
why?
your dream.
I hate chimps. Oh
Look at
God.
look at the mom.
Why are we between his legs? Gross. And everybody's like butt naked. It's like I'm confused because I'm like chimps are yeah they don't wear clothes, but why does like King Kong start wearing clothes now?
And then here's our boy getting mad. And then this is the
Yeah.
scene that kind of is just like it's so lame. Kind of like, okay,
Let's see.
Godzilla, come on, girl. Like they're just running to fight Lanky
Okay,
Kong.
I'm gonna say something. So I think this movie could have been a video game.
Yeah, I
I,
definitely see that.
I don't think it should have been a movie. I think it should have been just a video game because as a movie it just looks so meh.
Yeah, at this point it looks very Transformer-ish. Like, oh, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
it gives me like Transformer after, like when did they stop losing its
Dark
fun?
Side of
Like
the Moon
there you go.
and whatever the one where he was King Arthur and Excalibur.
I just remember
That.
that one Transformers where the like one of them had like literally boy parts dangling. I was like, you're a robot. Why do you?
Oh, yeah, I think that's Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely.
why do you need dangly parts?
Because it's metal, baby. You know. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm not too excited about this one. I am curious about watching the Monarch series
know.
since
They were saying that too.
yeah, so I'm like, we'll see. I'm like, I'm still gonna go because I gotta support my boy, even if I have to like close my eyes for half of the movie because of all them creepy chimps. But
And
I'll
baby
go watch
creepy chimp.
it. Even worse.
Yeah, where was this baby chimp beforehand? By the way, like in the last movie, where was he? He was should have been there too.
No, I think now, like since Godzilla finally found a place with more Zilla, no, not Godzilla, I mean, since King Kong found a place with more King Kongs, and
Now, imagine if at the end of this movie, Godzilla dies and suddenly, or
Godzilla
disappears, and then
always dies.
I know, but what if at this time we have an egg at the end and it's Minya, and now that's it? They introduce Minya to the universe.
Well, we've had eggs in the past, so it's never been an issue. Just like 2000s Godzilla laid a bunch of eggs for some reason, and we're like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it's true. That's what happened. No,
yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, that's the Godzilla verse we're living in right now. So much Godzilla, it's too much, honestly.
It's not too much. I think it's just the right amount. Like I feel like this movie is gonna be very interesting. I will be watching it very critically because after -1, you really can't surpass it. And I think I'll just watch it for supporting the Godzilla community
Franchise.
and franchise, and just for having a nice review because like that chimp is gonna give me nightmares. I know it. I know I'm gonna go watch it and then I'm gonna have it like reliving a terrible nightmare of that horrible chimp. Ugh. I am already like I can't. I close my eyes and I see like in between their legs the scene that you had paused. I can't unsee it.
Yeah, it's definitely wild that you have this like polar opposites, and inevitably everybody's going to do the yeah. This one looks like a joke compared to -1 after they go see it, right?
Yes.
I just hope Godzilla doesn't become like Fast and the Furious, yo.
I think because right now this U.S. studios do have rights over it to create certain things. I know Toho wanted to overlook it mainly after the drama of the 2000s Godzilla, the Iguanazilla that laid eggs. After that, Toho was like, heck to the nose, we're gonna take over because you guys are making, I'm making a joke out of our boy.
Okay.
So I think that split is happening again, where Toho's doing great stuff, and then the Western version of the studios is kind of being a little silly.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what a lot of people are saying for it already is LOL according to Pee Wee. So that's what a lot of people are saying about Marvel. Like Marvel should stop, like Toho did for a while. It's just like just chill it, let some time pass, come back to it. You know,
But
the same way you've done with Star Wars movies, because Star Wars movies were on a fast track to just nowhere.
no, they were going somewhere. They're going straight to the trash.
Yeah, I'm just like to this day. I know that you did a general rewatch,
Hmm.
so you rewatched the last three, the one that should not be named, right?
Yes.
Um, I to this day have not watched those since I went to see them in the theater.
Oh my gosh. No, honestly, I watched them, and if you, I think I'm gonna pull up all my stories from when I was doing like a live review of all of that nonsense, because I watched them and I was like, what the heck is this? That's when I was like totally scarred by the Tala Siren incident.
Ah, yeah, it's true, absolutely. And by the way, Pee Wee has a comment. It says that yes, Marvel definitely needs a break, and I agree. At this point in time, we're scratching the bottom of the barrel, and this is nothing unusual for comics. Okay, guys. Everybody who reads comics knows that you go you ebbs and flows. You have your highs, you have your lows, and every series has this like amazing run that you're gonna be like, oh, so good, and then it just goes south, and you stop buying it, and you're like, I'll pick it up again once it gets good, and then you hear rumors from like, oh, it's getting good again, so you revisit it, you know,
Yeah. Things get really weird in comics at times, and you're like, "Ooh, this one a little poo poo," so I'm just gonna stop. And I think
and
that's the
there's
same
so
thing
much. Yeah.
yeah, and I think that's the same thing we have to do with Marvel, because it doesn't look like Disney's gonna stop. Disney's like, we're gonna squeeze this to as much as it can go, as long as we get some eyeballs, that's fine.
Hmm.
And I think Disney's gonna be like, like comic books, like they'll keep going, and you'll choose one to tune back in.
Yeah, and also, like you have this new IP that's happening just in the since we're sticking around it with reptiles, right? Might as well share this with you guys, right? Talking
Oh,
about
I
comic
know.
books.
I am so excited for this comic book. It comes out in August of next year. I will see Minya.
August? That's too perfect.
Yes, of next year. I believe it's August of next year,
Okay.
2024. And oh my gosh, I saw it and I was like, you know that girl with the hat? That's me. I'm gonna pretend that's me for the whole
Oh, this
story.
one, right? Yeah, you're right. Dude, that means that you can actually cosplay.
Yes. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And see, August. I knew it. I knew it.
Dude, and you know what? She's kind of like your vibe too.
Exactly. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna envision myself as her for the entirety of the comic. Unless she's a crappy character, then I'll envision myself as Manila. I know, little rodent. I actually found all of those in the Toys R Us in Canada. They're fully
Oh,
stocked.
really? So yeah, this is a new IDW film, and it's essentially a
Comic.
yeah, a film, yeah, a comic. It's a comic book from IDW, um, and they're essentially going to focus on Monster Island Summer Camp, which is a uh, Minia focused comic book, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. It's
So
mini eccentric. And like honestly, if you there is an ongoing comic right now of a couple of kids. There's a group of kids that have like either a psychic connection or some kind of connection with a multiple kaijus. So I think
mhm,
that was one of the introductions into this kind of
yeah,
um comic. And Manila is that character that lends himself to having connections, like deep connections with human characters. Because even in the films, he pretty much made himself smaller and hung out with one of the kids as they were like
yeah,
pretty much problem solving. And Manila was gaining a little bit more of what's it called?
Courage,
Valor?
like
Yeah,
yeah.
courage.
So like they were kind of helping each other. It was like this weird thing where like I'm not people. It wasn't. We didn't know if it was all in the kid's head or there was like a psychic connection between them. And Minya was having his own adventure in Monster Island, but the kid was there psychically. Like it's weird. But yeah, like at the end of the day, the movie actually works. I gotta say, I watched the movie and it works. It's cheesy and it's kind of like at the beginning you're like, wait, what's happening? But there's so much charm to it that it really captures you, you know.
It
So
does.
it's a really cool movie, and I'm really looking forward to like seeing where this goes. You know.
Yeah. So that's one comic that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. So now, what do you say we go?
I already spoiled one thing. Sorry. Since we're on Godzilla, I'm like, I'm gonna finish it up. I recently went to the jungle in Little
Oh,
Tokyo,
right.
and I picked up this cute little Godzilla. I honestly went there because I was looking for the Godzilla Chibi Godzilla Raids Again figure because
Mhm.
two of them have been released. One is Chibi Godzilla and the other one's Chibi Mothra, but they were sold out. And so, but the guy was like, but we do have another like chibi cute version of Godzilla's. I'm like, are they the Goziban? And he's
Huh?
like, yes. I'm like, yeah. So they did have Anguirus Goziban version, and I've been trying to get him. Like, how cute he is. Look at those chugga chugs.
I think that's what makes them extra cute. The cheeks.
Yeah. So I got him because I didn't have him, and I also got Radon. So let me pick him up because I forgot to get him out of my closet.
Ooh. And yes, today we also have a really special reptile theme just to transition out. Oh my god, Rodan!
So
I love
this
it.
is it's so interesting because his name is Rodan, but in the show, in they call him Radon. The
Rad.
person that named him is Manila because he pretty much helped him hatch, and he becomes like the mama of him.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. And you also have Minya, right? I've seen it.
I do have Minya. Like he's so fun to photograph. He's such an inspiration for my toy photos. Like when I don't know what to photograph, I just grab something. I was like, would Manila look cute with this? I'm like, yes, it would.
Yeah, he was featured in multiple things, like rescuing some cat out of a tree or something like that. It was just like, yeah, like, you can tell that you have a lot of fun with it. Like you guys really sync psychically.
We
You know,
do. We're connected.
you connected. You don't know if you're in Monster Island when you're with him, but something happens. There's just magic there. And
Exactly.
that's again why you should cosplay that character. You pretty much dressed like her already, dude. What the hell?
Exactly. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. All right, let's transition. I'll take
All
your
right.
transition.
Transition into a reptile theme package.
Yes, I already opened mine because I can't wait.
So I got these yesterday in the mail, and first and foremost, this is like the cutest packaging forever, you know. And this is Bambi Raptors, aka Diana Pomeroy, uh, card because again, she makes pins. She's an author, and she's all around a great person. Is very very generous too. Like honestly, this is not a purchase that I made. This is something that she said I'm parting ways with it, and if you want it, I can send it over. And literally 2 days later, here it was.
Yeah,
So
it arrived so quickly.
he did. To a point, I was just like, I almost ran outside the door, and I was just like, "Was that
Yeah.
you? Like, did you drive all the way over here to drop it off?" You know. Okay, so I'm opening
Oh,
mine. Go ahead.
you're in for a surprise because just open it up. You'll feel like Christmas. You'll feel like 100% Christmas.
Oh, because of the. Oh, there's a secret thing too here. Ooh,
Oh,
very heavy.
ooh.
Number one, happy holidays, dude. What champ? This is the way to do it. I love it. Oh, dude, we got some stickers.
Oh, I got some too. Let me pull them to the side.
Look at how cute.
Very cute. Oh, your
The
stickers
original
are
art. They're gonna
different.
go straight into my toolbox, which is really a toy box for me. It's like a toolbox is nothing but an adult toy box, you know.
Exactly.
And then let me see. I got the small one, which I'm gonna open very carefully with my X-Acto knife. Everything carefully wrapped too, and boom, there it is. Woo! Raptors galore with feathers as they're supposed to be, right? Because yes, they have scales, but right over those scales, you got feathers because these are technically birds.
Yes, and I got those too. I got them with little backings.
Now, I got them in a special package.
Very
These
cute.
are so dope, honestly. Woo!
Yeah, and honestly, guys, like I after we did one of our lives, I was like, you know what? She's supporting us, watching us. Let me go ahead and order one of her pins. So I actually ordered one pin, and then she included this free one for me. I was like, and these are really cute, and they were just like $3.
Yeah,
And I was like,
wow.
girl.
This is awesome.
So I do have a question. I do not know dinosaur names. I know you know dinosaur names. Would you happen to know the?
I know that this are velociraptors because, and there's multiple types, right?
Mhm.
Because of their toenail.
Oh.
Hmm. Oh my God, I'm opening. Oh my God, I got rid of this.
Oh.
We
Show,
got
show,
some.
show, show.
Ooh, let's go to McDonald's, shall we?
And I also got cute little stickers.
Oh, you got different stickers than me, though. That's
I
cool.
know we'll trade some.
Yeah. So these are paper goods mostly, and as well as a DVD box set.
Oh, what?
So number one, this is a perfect time for Pee Wee too, because Pee Wee's been on the Keaton Batman kick. So
Hmm.
I got not only the Keaton Batman thing, baby, no, I got more. I got the complete the Batman Legacy set with George Clooney's sexy eye just looking at you like, yeah, I got you. So this has all the DVDs, right? Batman Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns, and just the straight out Batman. So they're all here, right? Very, very cool to have these. I never actually owned them, which is really, really awesome. And then we have some Happy Meal toys.
Ooh.
So this, it's, this is a picture. Dino Drag. Okay, this is a picture of a fries container, French fries container from the Batman promotion. And in the back, which is probably my favorite part, it says McDonald's Happy Meal has a little 1992. It
Oh.
has two cars in there. So I'm wondering, like, is
Is
what
it a
is this?
yeah, is it a promotional photo? I know he
Yeah,
was like, what the heck?
what is this? Like, is this is just a picture of fries, yo? And honestly, I kind of like it because this is one way to collect the actual French fries packet without keeping the packet itself or without eating the French fries. You
That's true.
know,
That's such
and
an interesting piece.
it
I
is an interesting piece. And then we have also the toy itself, baby. We
Ooh.
got the tiny Batmobile. Look at that. To go along with the one that Pee Wee secured for me. Look at
Oh,
that Keaton
your
Batmobile.
action it's for your action figure Sona.
And you know what? This has the action of when you press this button, it ejects it. And here's the deal. I remember that we have this, only this. We
Yeah,
never owned this part. So now it's complete. It's so cool. It retains all the detail. This is very, very cool. I love it.
that's
In,
really nice.
in my garage, I have the Batmobile, the Keaton Batmobile, hanging on the wall. So this is gonna go right next to it.
I think you should make an action figure Sona like garage room and hang it.
That's not huge, well, I guess it is huge. Okay. Now
And
I
so,
don't want to take all the spotlight. You
oh
want to
wait,
feature
wait.
some of the things?
I will, I will. I was just looking through our comments. Pee Wee says that maybe it's a poster.
Maybe, but look at this. It's wild, dude. It's crazy. It's like the most interesting, most like look, the best piece are the ones that kind of make your brain rattle. Like you're like, what is this? Now, if that wasn't enough, she also included two pieces. Number one, a sealed booster pack from the Man of Steel Superman Platinum Series Collector's Edition Skybox.
Ooh.
Now, this was the season where, oh my God, superhero cards were all the rage. The Fleer Pro from Marvel, from DC, were everywhere. So I'll keep this in the package because you know what? She also sent a sleeve sheet filled with cards. So the ones that you get are very similar to these. You know, look at that. You got Superman fighting against Silver Banshee right here. This one, boom. Let's see. What's this? What's this? It's like demons. Weird. This is. Oh, we got Clark,
Oh,
right?
that's cute.
We got Superman, just a man of steel, and we also have this like kind of very cool group shot that I can almost recreate if I had Guy Gardner.
Oh,
Yeah. And this is called Conduit, by the way, this guy. So very cool, super long cards too. Like it's very long, dude.
so wait, are those special sleeves too
No,
for
these
the
are the
cards?
no, these are the same. So they're like half of it is sticking out.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, so like they're not ideal for it. But again, what would be like? It's crazy. And
Okay.
then Pee Wee, this is for you. Check it out. Look,
Oh my
Keaton
gosh, she sent you
Batman,
so much.
Keaton Batman trading card. Boom! Look at that. Keaton. We got. I was going to say Spider Woman. What a blasphemy! Catwoman, right? We also have. Let me see. Nightmare Child, aka Oswald Cobblepot, inside a major floating down the river, as it was.
Oh,
You
poor
know.
baby.
And then one of my favorites, of course, Army of Penguins with missiles in the back. Because why not? Let me see. And then the last one.
Dude, you got so much stuff. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
I know, dude. Nobody does it like Keaton. Nobody does it like Keaton. Let's see. These are almost art, dude. Like it's all about from Batman Returns. So you have like your penguin in multiple scenes. You've got layers like you know the sewer layer, not the same sewer layer, but the sewer layer of the penguin in this case. We got like the iceberg area. We have the Batmobile all in shambles. So what's really cool about these is the fact that since they're pretty much like concept or stills, you can recreate this fairly easy uh, as dioramas because you're like, oh, I know exactly what to do. Sometimes you can just have your picture open, but now you can just have the card and you kind of work on your diorama, get it as nice as that. Just very cool. So that's it for my haul. Extremely grateful. Yes, we know that Pee Wee Herman is in that film, and Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubin, plays the dad of Oswald Cobblepot. Okay, we know that Tim Burton snuck him in there, right? And there he was. At the end, when the movie was over and done with, they were like, "Well, you need to pay him." And they're like, "Wait a minute, we didn't authorize it." It's like, "Well, do you want to redo the movie?" And I was like,
Oh,
"Or do you want to pay him?" So yes,
sneaky, sneaky.
indeed. So that was it. So extremely grateful to Bambi Raptor for the amazing care package. We're going to have to return the favor somehow, you know. But
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for paper returning because Christmas is coming, and so is the pony mail exchange for Christmas time. So I'm working on a thing or two. But I'll go ahead and show some of the goodies that she did share with me as well.
go ahead.
So first of all, she included this super cute pin. I am a pin girly, so I do have a lot of pins and I do put them in my jacket. So we do have the two pins that were provided. And she asked me, she's like, I'm kind of getting rid of a couple of stuff. One of them is a Barbie paleontologist, and the other one's a couple of Scooby Doo goodies. And for me, I was like, you know what? Keep the Barbie. I know sometimes we go through roller coasters of emotions when it comes to Barbies. Sometimes we like them, sometimes we don't. But sometimes we're like, we let her go and I will buy it again. So I'm like, give her some time. Give her some time in your collection. I'm like, I'll feel terrible taking her.
I
So I
just
was
say,
like, but
I just say, send them my way.
But for me, I was like, I will take the Scooby Doo stuff because I will take any Scooby Doo stuff. So she did package it in like this cute little box. I
Oh,
was had I was having a great time like opening everything. I was like, it's Christmas. And she did put a little Christmas card that says from I don't know if you can see it. It says from to Porcelain Piggy from Bambi Raptor on Instagram. And I'm like, this is so cute. I love keeping cards. I'm a hoarder of paper stuff. If you guys send that over, I will keep it. I have a problem. I can't let them go.
I do the
And
opposite.
and so and she has to send over some cute little stickers, which I'm gonna be trading some with Max because I saw a little Triceratops, I think, in one of his sticker packs, and I'm a fool for a good Triceratops.
It's hence the dinghy.
Hence the dinghy. So I got two toy items from her and one paper good as well. The paper good actually goes with one of the items, and it is a list of Scooby Doo surprise items
Whoa.
that the and this has come out with like they're supposed to like the like mystery packs. I think they came in a little goo bottle because every single one of them have like a little bit of goo on
Mm.
themselves. And the one she gave me, I think is super cute. I'll be putting it in my office.
They
And
look like the one from Wendy's.
right, they have that vibe and they have that feel and weight. So let me
Uh-huh.
see if I can get it like focus because mine's not focusing too well because of the lighting issues.
That was
So
Sherlock Holmes scoops. That's
he
pretty
looks so good. So I really like him, and he's going straight to my office. And next up, she also shared with me a bubblehead Daphne doll.
cool. I know how much you love bubblehead. Don't they make you dizzy?
They used to make me dizzy, just like okay, this weird tangent. Polka dots used to make me dizzy as well. They don't make me dizzy anymore.
You had a lot of troubles.
They did. Now, like I'm seeing her with the corner of my eye, and I'm starting to get dizzy. I think she woke that up back on me.
Oh no. Now
Oh,
the Sherlock Holmes scoops, right?
mhm.
Would be a very appropriate picture for Halloween next year, right? Also, if you want to play homage to didn't Scooby Doo meet Sherlock Holmes at some point?
Yeah, and Scooby Doo and Guess Who?
There you go. You're set.
I'm
Toy
sad. And like,
photography, check.
yeah, and I have a lot of Scooby Doo goods because I have issues and a Scooby Doo addiction. And so I do want to say thank you to Bambi Raptor for being super duper generous and sharing that with us. Thank you so much. We're very, very grateful. And anything you would like to add, Lance?
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that was
Clearly, she loves me more.
it. Well, I had to because I feel uncomfy taking people's items.
No, it's not that. It's just like paper goods are easy. Like honestly, they you amass paper goods so quickly, right? And so at some point you're like, man, I'm not appreciating them, you know. And this is something that here, you know what? I'll show you. Give me 1 second.
Okay, okay. So while Max goes over there to get his paper goods, I did go to Five Below and I did pick up something. I actually bought Max one set as well because we initially had a conversation and I showed it to him. He's like, we're at the point of collecting that we can share items. And I was like, ooh.
This is an entire collection of this Marvel cards, and I paid $20 for the whole box. And
Right.
there's one, two, three, four complete sets. One that's like half complete, and these are nice cards, right? But yeah, like you get to like since they're easy to collect, they amass, so like they just make more bulk. And I'm trying to get rid of these, so like I'm trying to make some money out of them too. But so far, nobody's buying them. So I was just like, I'm just gonna start putting them randomly, sending over to people who I appreciate. I know somebody wants the like this a static shock here, so that's where they'll go.
And I think that's always really cool to have those extra paper good
Mhm.
items because like that's one of the things that like with the pony Valentine's Day exchange and the pony Christmas exchange, I kind of began to value more of those not rare paper goods, but the paper goods that you're willing to let go of and share.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
So like vintage Valentines, I usually try to get some for our Valentine's Day exchange. If I see some like on eBay for sale, like one of those vintage 90s any kind, uh, like cartoon ones. I'm like, I'll buy it because I'm like, oh, I like to have a variety to send over.
Furby
Vintage.
napkins.
Sorry, sorry, friends. Sorry, friends.
I'm trying to go for a full set here.
Exactly. I'm like, but for stickers, when I go to the bins and I find a bunch of stickers, I'm like, I love it. These things are weightless and
Yeah,
they're always great to give away.
yeah.
Um, Barbie trading cards, they look so good, or like those playing cards that have like
Hmm.
vintage drawings in the back. I'm like, I love it. It's so cute, and you can always include them, and people really appreciate them. Somebody sent me a vintage playing card of Sailor Moon, but like the back has a Sailor Moon design, and I'm like, I love this because I used to have this in El Salvador. We used to have like random cards that
Oh,
weren't,
yes, true. We did.
yeah, that weren't really it. And then recently, like I bought some notebooks that in the front they have like a little zipper bag, like a little Ziploc bag. And I just put everything there so I don't have to like glue it or anything. And I close it and it looks really cute. And I'm like,
Like the backpacks with the pin boards on it, like things like that.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool. I hadn't thought about that. That's cool. Yeah, honestly, like right now, like I think it's the era where people are trying to be like, okay, so I collect all these things. How do I display it? Like, what's the most creative way to display the things I love?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you have these backpacks, but other times, like you said, you want to kind of help somebody complete a collection, something that they're very passionate about, and it doesn't really cost you all too much, and it's very happy. You're like, oh, here you go, take it. You know?
Yeah, I think it's really fun. I think that's what's one of the positive things about the toy community over on Instagram. Like once you find like the right group to kind of be like to know, because I know there are some
Mhm.
shady folks as well in every community.
Yeah.
But for most part, the toy community is pretty positive, very caring, and they like very uplifting of one another. So I'm like, I think
Mhm.
that's really cool that you can actually do like a trade, or you can just like get a friend package, some friend mail. I've sent friend mail and I'm always happy to receive some as well.
And the other thing is that, when sometimes when you're a collector like this, sometimes this season especially, like you feel like giving, because everywhere you go, there's toy drive, toy drive, toy drive, toy drive, right? And now, since I've been like, I was just like, after an entire year of buying Hot Wheels and buying doubles of Hot Wheels, I'm like, you know what? A Hot Wheel is technically low investment, right? And it's still new in package, so I can donate these. Very easy to kids who want them to be like excited to open them and play with them. So that's one of the things that I'm going to do this winter. I'm actually going to go through the excess pile that I have, which typically I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to sell these. I'm going to sell these, and I'm just going to go and say like, oh, I already tested this card. Like it's not for me. Um, in the toy drive they go. Like, and honestly, it's going to free up some space for me, but it's also going to be really cool for not just get one kid a toy, but get multiple. Typically you think like, oh man, like I wish I could give everyone a gift. So like, what is that one thing that you can give somebody that can, or you can give a kid, that boy or girl that would appreciate, that can play with? Boom, Hot Wheels. It's just like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do that. So it's one of those things that you do end up valuing the opportunity to give, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I have worked toy drives before and have been in the time, being able to see the reaction of kids when they get
Yes.
the toys. And tell you the truth, Hot Wheels do go pretty quick. They
Yeah.
go
It's
pretty quick. They're the first choice from a lot of for
yeah.
a lot of kids.
In my old work, I used to work at a community college, and I used to work for this program that every year used to set up this huge toy drive. Like they would collect toys from everywhere, right? Fire stations, police stations, you name it. And they would organize this huge events for families, and they would come in and they would eat, have pictures of Santa and all that, and get a toy, right? Sometimes if we had a good donation cycle, they would get two toys, right? So they could go once around and they could pick. And I remember that my job was to organize the toys in that huge room, and everything was wrapped, by the way. It wasn't just like open, everything was wrapped, you
Oh, that's
know
so cool.
and then I felt like it was the best. And I saw all types of toys come in, Marvel Legends, NECA figures, like everything. And I was just like, oh my God, it's going to be so wild. And kids do go crazy for it. And I love it.
Yeah, it's something that like you're. It's really fun to experience being able to give back,
Mhm.
and as I see in their expressions, them light up.
Yeah,
It's really
it's true.
sweet. It's very sweet.
Yeah. The bad thing is that, like, if you're an opener, right, and you want to donate some toys, you're like, oh, I can't because they're open toys. Even though a kid would be like, oh my God, this is so cool. So, like, you know,
I
same thing
know.
for comic books, right? I wish you could donate comic books,
Yeah.
you know?
But like I think comics is like sometimes the topics in comics are a little interesting, so
Yeah,
they really
you
have to
really
be
have to check.
yeah, they have to be well vetted if you want to donate that to like a child. But moving on from donations and now to selfish purchases. Hello there, everybody. I did selfishly purchase the holiday set from Five Below for myself. And Mighty Max Toys and I were talking about this earlier. That I was like, oh, it's so cool. Like it brings gingerbread man. It
Yeah.
brings like cookies. It brings like mugs. It brings like eggnog. It brings a wreath for your door. It brings a little like stocking. It brings all kinds of goodies and like a bunch of cookies exactly. And then Max has that one. And then we began to have the conversation that he's like, oh, we're at the point that we have so many food items that we can share.
We have a pantry. We
We
can have like
literally,
a
we literally have a pantry. Oh, see, these are all the items. So you get some eggnog, you get some milk, and like a little straw in there.
Santa's excited.
And look, you get the box of like those Danish
Danish.
cookies. So
So
I was
you can fill up with like agujas and stuff, like with
I can
needles.
put, yeah, I can put it with sewing materials, some sewing materials. So I went and I was like, okay, let me get myself one. And so we had the conversation. And Max was like, we can share. I was like, no, we're not gonna share. So I bought you your own.
Uh Man, okay, so I'm gonna be like this, running to get it, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'll give it to you before Christmas because I'm like, what's the point of giving it to you after when you can't really take the photos after? So
Make you feel like Christmas. Okay, take it
yeah,
out.
let me see. That's a very cute Santa.
And
Oh
he
my
has
god.
a winking face.
Oh, he does.
Yes, he has a winking face. I love it.
This is so stuck. Sorry, I'm trying to do it away from the mic because I was listening back to one of our opening videos and I was like, oh, I like murder you guys' ears. I'm so sorry. Each one of this teeny tinies comes with a background. So they're like, hey, we want to give you already like some help with your photo shoot. They're
Hmm.
not very good, but they're not very bad either.
You appreciate the effort.
Exactly. They're meant for kids, not
Yeah,
professionals.
we are professionals.
Okay, so
This
it
is
does make,
toy open. I mean, we've been doing this all our lives.
you know what? That's true.
I'm just saying, at some point, you gotta call it. We are professional
We're professional toy buyers,
and
openers,
enjoyers,
and enjoyers.
connoisseurs, if you will,
Exactly.
connoisseurs of fine plastic goods.
Let me see. Oh, I'm trying to open it. But like they really don't want people to steal it because like Five Below is like theft central for the teenagers, for the hooligans.
We have a Five Below in my area of work, but it usually gets overshadowed because it's in the same area as a Target. So, like, all the hooligans, all the teenagers go wreak havoc at Target, not at the Five Below. So it's kind of cool. It's always an
Oh,
enjoyable experience.
so that Five Below must be really good then.
No, they don't carry anything good. Like,
Ah,
I've only found the sushi set, and that was the best thing I've ever had there.
that is a great thing to find. Okay, I
Yeah,
realized
it's a good one. It is a good
I
one.
struggled enough to open enough of it. So it does come with like a little letter. Oh my gosh, this light is
Letter, you
not
say?
a letter to Santa. It comes with like a letter to Santa. It comes with a couple of letters to Santa. Oh no, it comes with peppermint bark as well.
What? I love peppermint bark. Oh my
It
god. How do you feel about it?
it's not bad, but it's not my favorite.
Okay, gotcha. I
It
love
does
peppermint bark.
it does just bring like a little snowman. Like perfect for just like setting up cuties, like a cute little scene. It has a tiny candy cane too. It's so tiny. I think it looks good when I put it on my
That's
forehead.
really good. I love that candy cane. That's so great.
I'm telling you, this. I was like, I don't. I think Max needs his own at this point. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, 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 okay. So remember how, like I told you, guys, this is so dumb, but it's so cute. Okay, you know how you get this bin of like
Yes,
cookies?
the Danish cookies. Yes.
Oh, okay. Why do
This
you
honestly
usually?
looks more like a Trader Joe's tin of cookies because Trader Joe's tin of cookies are longer and wider. Yeah. Than
Okay,
mine.
so when you open these, what's one of the sensations you usually have inside of it?
Oh, the paper, the crinkly paper.
Yes, crinkly paper.
No way.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I've been. You know how like the Trader Joe's have two levels, right, of cookies.
Hmm.
I already got my cookie pin to level two, baby. I'm on the deep end now, baby. I'm swimming with the big boy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I was actually speaking to your spouse, and she's like, I think those cookies are gonna last us all the way till January. Okay, so it looks like they look better when I have myself as a contrast. So if we do, oh, my hair is darker. There you go. And it also brings a little stocking. And guess what? In the stocking, you can put the candy cane in.
Too wild. You know
So
what?
look,
Screw this. You need like you don't need two. You need three. You need four of these.
these are so good. And like the eggnog. Look at
That's gonna
this.
go
And
by really quick right now. People are gonna fly to get those, dude.
right now they're stocked. Little by little, they're finding their way into like social media. So this is a cup of
Mhm,
milk.
mhm.
And then they're gonna sell out because that's what happened to the sushi set. I couldn't find it afterwards. Gingerbread house.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
I
Super
wish you could see a
prepared.
deep. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can see the little gumdrop uh, detail at the top of the windows and door. And
Yeah,
door.
I'm trying to find like the best spot to show you guys a little bit.
Oh my god, that's a cool snowman.
Yeah, that's the one I showed earlier. So it's a super itty bitty one. So you can have him as like decoration for your like 6-inch action figures. It works really great. And there's also a little. He's freaking out. Sam is freaking out. One of those like log
Oh my god,
desserts.
the fruit. No, is that a fruit cake?
Nah, it's one of those like log desserts because it has like a little spiral.
Okay. In Spanish, we call them for some reason gypsy arms.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, brazo gitano.
Brazos gitanos. Yeah, I don't know why.
I
I
don't know.
don't know why.
I don't know why. For I was like, what is this? It's an ornament, an itty bitty, tiny ornament.
Oh,
It
I see.
had, and it does have like I don't know if you can see. It has a tiny, tiny little hole pierced on the top for hanging as well.
Hmm.
I think I love this one. It's hot cocoa. It's hot
That's so
cocoa
cool.
with
With
marshmallow.
marshmallows.
With marshmallows. Oh, we have a few more to go. We have 3 more items. We have a pile of chocolate chip cookies.
Hmm.
Oh, there. My hair looks good for some reason. There you go. Because my hair is a black contrast. This one's so cute. I'm going to leave it for last. And this one, what is this? Oh, this is
And that's the other thing, guys. Like for a price of like $5 to $6, these things are loaded.
I dropped down. Sorry. Okay. You know those new things that people are doing for hot chocolate? The hot chocolate bombs?
Oh
There's like
yes, yes, yes. The little like.
so here's one of them.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. So the ones you
And
just throw into it and they just break with the hot milk or what have you.
yeah,
What is
this is
that?
my favorite. This is my favorite one. It's a little. Oh, I don't know if you can see. It's a snowman cupcake. So he's like shaped like a little snowman,
Oh, that's
but
pretty
it's
cute.
just a cupcake. It's hard to see it, but I'll take a photo and put it in front. It's literally so many items. Oh, I forgot the gingerbread man and woman as well.
Oh, okay, that's cute. That's
Yeah.
cute.
So it's like a bunch of stuff. Literally, as soon as you open it, you don't have to worry about where to put it because you can put all the cookies inside your cookie box.
Oh, that's so cool. That's actually
That's it.
dope. That's
Yeah,
a,
that's why
that's
I'm
a
putting everything. I'm like literally dumping everything in there right now.
yeah.
It fits
So
the snowman. It fits all the cups. I'm putting everything in there.
literally.
There you go. There. Boom. Easy storage.
That's
Set it and
cool.
forget it.
You know what? It's cool that you can actually store everything in
Yeah.
one freaking space. I love it. Let's
There.
see.
So that was my purchase for myself because I'm like, I'm getting ready for the Toy Migos photo challenge that is
Mm,
Christmassy themed. And I haven't been participated in the other challenges that have
mhm,
happened, but I'm ready. I'm down to participate for today.
mm.
And then Mighty Max Toys, how was your purchases at Comic Con, LA
Wait.
Comic Con?
So since we're doing
Because
piece, we're doing piecemeals, right? Like meaning like we're doing the small things, the things that require like multiple showcase. So I actually have something that
mhm.
kind of fits that vibe too. Let me just bring these up because I need the name of this man right here.
Oh,
Let me see. Um,
oh my gosh! I'm gonna take so many photos of my kaiju's decorating now. They're just so cute. Can he hold a cup?
all right,
Okay, so
so
mhm.
here it is.
No thumbs. I'm like no thumbs. He doesn't have thumbs, so he can't hold the cup.
Well, when I went to Comic Con, I had the opportunity to speak, right, to the people behind Sparrow Toys, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So this is a really cool line where he has animals as warriors. But one
Mm.
of the things about him is that the skull and articulation of these figures are just so good, right? And while I don't really own, many of these figures, right? I know the people who own them are very happy. Now, when I was there, I met them and they were so kind and so cool, and we just talked toys for a good 30 minutes in the most organic possible way, you know. And I couldn't say no to a booster pack, meaning to a pack of just weapons, because
Nice.
I love the way they do this. They say, you know what, if the figure is not for you, because I don't know, you're not collecting animal warriors or ape warriors, wolf warriors for whatever reason, right?
Are they the ones that have the panda warrior?
They do not have the plan. Those are 5K toys.
Oh, okay, okay, got it, got it.
So their line is expanding to other animals for sure, but
Mm.
at the moment, right, we have lions, we have tigers, we have wolves, we have apes of all sorts, of all types, with their mega figures being definitely the big gorilla, right? So these guys are really cool. Now, let me show you some of these too, just so that you guys can take a
Yeah,
look.
share with us because I don't think I've seen this, or at least I don't. I can't recall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just dropped my babies. Oh well. Let's see.
There we
Let's see.
go. I guess I thought I was sharing the thing.
What are you sharing?
It's just pictures from Comic Con that I was planning on sharing too. So these are pretty much the figures, right? This is his own toy photography, right? So this is
Hmm.
the director of sales, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Derek. Very cool dude. Now he collects all sorts of things, so he's definitely within the spectrum of I appreciate toys and I want to
Hmm.
make toys for people who love toys also, which is why this guy's come up so good. Like these right here are some of theirs too. Look how big the gorilla is. Like you got the mandrill, so you can make all sorts of things. And they do this really awesome sales program, which is you can buy the figure, the character, right, with all of its weapons, or you can buy the basic character with no loadout and buy these accessories and create your own version. You know, bless up. And then, so that's what they did. They have all sorts of weapons. So you know what? I thought, well, why not open them live and give them a shout out? Spare Toys, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. They also have a comic book, right?
Ooh.
That they're going to start working, that they're working on, and should be ongoing, right? So when it comes to the weapons, like the feel of it, right? It's not gummy, rather solid, but stress test, it passes, right? It would eventually break, right? But honestly, I'm applying some force. Very, very good. Now, these are primarily for the 6-inch figures, which means that Santa can wear it just fine,
Oh my
you
gosh.
know? So
That's how he
Santa,
visits the kids in the naughty list.
I know, though, Santa can be look freaking crazy with it. And you know what? If the kids have been really, really naughty, right? They can go ahead and use the big war axe. I do not feel threatened that these are going to break by removing them. They are so sturdy, guys. Like, boom, look at this. Santa like loaded out, dude. Let me see. There you go. Cool. And they have
You know,
all sorts of different things. I love it,
ha-
dude.
have you seen the new Disney show, the Santa Clauses?
Oh my god, you guys were watching it during Thanksgiving. I could not get into it.
It's so good. That reminds me of Magnus Santos,
Madness Santa. I'll have to give it a watch.
the Mad
We don't have
Santa.
Disney Plus, so like it's like we had no. Oh my god, this the feeling of this shield is so good. And
Oh, wait, before you continue, bye, Pee Wee. He's still at
oh,
work, so
okay,
he
see you,
has to see
Pee-wee.
us later.
No,
All
don't
right.
worry, we'll be in the replay. Oh, look at this. So this is a very smart design for a shield. Number one, the detail is exquisite. In the back, instead of a strap, it has a little holder, right? A little like
Ooh.
grip. And you can actually unplug the grip and put it on the left or the right, right? To accommodate, your personal preference, which I think is freaking wild and rad.
See,
Okay.
like those are the kinds of details that you get from designers, like toy designers who actually play with toys. Because not only can you change it from left to right, but you can also change it to be vertical, no?
Yes.
Like based on the figures that you have and that you want to use that kit with. That's pretty cool.
This is a super cool dagger, dude. Honestly, and the paint job, the sculpt is all there, right? Better than McFarlane, I would say for sure. Like, look at this. This is gorgeous, dude. And there's my two favorite pieces, right? Number one, I really love this old school blaster, this old gun. You know, it's very
That's really
steam,
nice.
right? And it accommodates to pretty much any type of fingers because the trigger has a little gap right
Mm.
there that essentially, whether or not you have a trigger finger or not, you should be able to hold it and kind of simulate the action of firing it without too much trouble, you know? So there's Santa
Oh my
firing it
gosh. Santa's loaded, locked and
up
loaded for
there.
the.
Like Santa's, it's like loaded, dude.
I'm telling you, it was that he knew he needed to get all those weapons after that North Pole. What's it called? Uprising that happened, where
Uh-huh. Hey, okay. Oh, that's so cool. Like, there's a piece here that's just kind of like floating. I wonder what it's for.
is it for the revolver?
I think it's for the shield. So it plugs
Oh,
in there. So I think it's for that. If you want to grab it differently, I guess. Now
mm,
look at this piece. I was just like, when I saw it in packaging, I saw a stick, but I was just
mm-hmm.
like, that's a cut. That's not the same, right? That's a cut.
Uh-huh.
What does it go into? Because I could not think. I was like, oh, there's this has no plug. This has no plug. Like the blade, the axes are supposed to be dual wield, but then you have a lance.
You can extend it.
Yes. Oh, look at this. This is so nice, dude. Oh, super, super rad.
You can see that like a lot of thought and love
Yeah.
has been put into this. Dude, those are some great weapons. How much was
Yeah.
the weapon pack?
I think the weapon packs was 16,
Dude,
if not.
that's worth it.
Yeah, and keep in mind that these were like also con prices, and they had
Ooh.
stacks on stacks on stacks. So if you like, if you're wondering, all right, you know what, how do I upgrade my weapons, for no, for little, right?
Mm-hmm.
These right here, this is how you do it. You get plenty because you can load out not one, two, three, four action figures with this, dude. You're good. If you buy two sets of these, oh, you have a warrior clan on your hands. You know, very nice.
Very cool. That's a really cool pack. And when you showed the figures to us, they really gave me vibes of like with Thundercats. The Thundercats kind of like the 2000s
Yep.
updated version with a little bit still of the old school one, more of like the comic inspired
Mm-hmm.
updated Thundercats. Because I'm like, I feel like he was a fan and he's like, I want this universe to grow.
Mm-hmm. Now I feel like that was a good haul, but that's only the beginning because
Ooh.
I went. I went with a purpose. My purpose was to visit Tunishi Studios' dealer, 5K Toys. You
Ooh.
guys know how much I love Marco. This is one of the best figures I own. There is a small flaw in the sense that they don't have hinge joints. They have a ball and socket. That's okay.
Ooh.
They you can finagle it. So I was just like, can I please get there as soon as I can. Let's get Tarma. Let's get Tarma. Let's get Tarma because they're going to have it at a special price.
Mm-hmm.
$70. Everywhere else is 130. It's 180. If you go to Big Bad Toy Store right now, it's like 144 or something like that. Oh my God, that's too much. 5K Toys, however, had it for $70 on the floor. And I was just like, okay, this is the only way I'm going to get Tarma. That's it. It's the only way. I'm not going to pay more. When I got there, sold out.
Ouch.
Oh no! And then they was like, I have the other two soldiers, and I said, no, it's okay. The other two main characters, I'm like, I'm not familiar with those. Like for
Mhm.
me, it's Marco, Tarma, Fio, and Eri, and that's it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna start buying all the characters. I'm gonna go broke. So I was just like, you know what? And I walked away from the booth,
Oh,
and then
sad.
I was just like, okay, do you have the soldier, the bad guy? It also comes in the same type of box, right?
Mhm.
And then they're like, yeah, we have it. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, fine. And then my wife even saw me. It was just like, are you gonna take pictures? I was like, yeah. You know what? Give me the soldier, right? I get it. Give me this.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, here you go. $50. I was
Give
like,
me two. You're like, give me
I
two.
wish. No, I was responsible. Like, okay, give me it. And when I got him, okay, right, when I unboxed it at home later, I was just like, what a fool I was to menospreciar, to downplay this figure, dude. Look at his profile.
Oh, so cute. I'm a fool for a good nose.
I
Oh,
know,
that nose. That
I
nose.
know you are, and I'm like, his nose is his best feature,
It sure is.
right? It really is, and everything else is like fully decked out with like beautiful clothing, soft goods, right? They use the same body, like they share it, and why wouldn't they, right? Has a plethora of hands, you
Mm.
know. It has a little grenade, and then it has the little World War II style helmet, right? So you can jar them up, and that even improves the profile, man. So if you get it down nice and neat, it looks so good.
It does. Oh my gosh. They did a great job with him. And
Yeah,
all
they
those cloth goods. Oh,
yeah, and there's like rust, you know, detail onto the into the rivets of the helmet. And then I said, okay, that I'm happy with my purchase. And then on the other end, there's a backpack, there's a riot shield, there's a rifle, which is my favorite accessory out of all of them. There's a little knife and a machete, right? And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm good. Even if I didn't get Tarma, I'm really, really happy with this. Uh, Again, I took a picture of this, and like I said in there, they have so much personality that they almost pose themselves. You know?
Yeah, like just him standing there, he's already like. I think it's the look. It's like the expressions.
Yeah.
The
Don't look
expressions.
at me. Look at him. Like it's so good.
Yeah,
Like
and
they
like
come
they're.
alive.
They do. Yeah, they do. They're so good.
You know, like you see them, you leave them there, and they're like they literally come alive. You know, and I'm like, oh. So now I'm like I'm really looking forward to getting Airy because that's the one I have pre-order. The blonde girl. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna get them all. I'm gonna be responsible, right?
For now.
Until they get like cheap, dude. These things are not cheap.
And I just keep an eye like on big bad toy stores. Like
Yeah, when
sometimes
they
they
do
have
sales and stuff. Yeah.
their sales are really good. Like I recently got my spouse's gift in the mail,
My
which
God, can we see that box?
no, we cannot. I'm sorry. I had to hide it because like I was not expecting it to be that big. I was like, bro, I expected like okay, for sure it's a model kit. I don't want to say much because now and then he tunes in. So it's a model kit, but I expected a model kit to be like average this size.
Average model kit size, yes.
Yeah, no, it was pretty much the size of my current square that I'm in, the current
Ah,
rectangle I'm in. So I was like, dude, what? This is like 3 Furbies tall and 6 Furbies long.
by the way, yes, we do measure things in Furbies in this channel. You know,
Yes. When I
how
went
many
to Toronto,
Furbies?
yeah, exactly. Like when I went to Toronto, I sent Max a postcard with
Allegedly, because I never received it.
I took a photo of the postcard, so I know I sent it. And so I sent it, and I had actually mathed how many Furbies tall the CN Tower was. So, and I even made a cute little drawing, but this man never gets his mail.
No, it's not my fault. It's Canadian mail. It's not as
Everybody else
good as
got it.
I didn't get mine. The one that mattered.
Yeah, it'll appear. It'll appear. Oh, by the way, you're gonna be getting another postcard from me because every time I go to the jungle, if you go to like, and I think it's mainly the one that sells like most of the little figures, they always have a postcard promotion for like Super 7 or like an upcoming collector's event. And it always has Power Rangers on it. So I always pick one up and I mail it to my.
Now, I will expect it. I look forward to yours, honestly, to, to your postcards. Now we can't see the box of this present that shall not be named.
I
Right?
know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine because you know what? I'm here. I'm here, and we can save up. We can. We'll give you guys a big box. You guys want to see a big box? Now this is gonna be an opportunity also for you to kind of gauge Four Horsemen and what you should expect to receive when you get your horse and poxes like that bug guy. Okay, because today I received in the mail a pre-order I made last year, right? Because again, Four Horsemen,
I know.
and this one was about the headless horseman, which means a figure and a horse.
Okay.
And I thought, cool, figure and horse.
It's a big figure and horse.
I'm like, this box is overkill for what it is. Look at it. You know what? We're gonna use the metric system.
Okay, let's see. But I only know how to measure in feet. Oh,
So,
there it is. Okay, that I know how to measure. Oh
okay,
my gosh,
got.
it's about 4 Furbies wide.
Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3. It's about 4, maybe 3 1/4 Furbies
Okay,
wide. Tall,
it's about 2.
it's about it's about 2 Furbies.
See, like I don't know the metric system, but I know the Furby system. So I'm like, oh, it's about. I'm like, I've been getting all my measurements right so far.
It's about two for every.
It is about two.
Wow.
Whoa.
You have to use these generation Furbies. Okay, that's the metric. That's a standard.
Yeah, because the
Okay,
Connect ones they have like that extra antenna height. It throws you off.
indeed. So like this guy is hefty, and look at the art in the back.
That is stunning. That is really nice art. Does it
And
glow in
this,
the dark?
and this is the second release for this figure, right? Now the
Oh.
first release, I let it. I had the opportunity to order. I didn't do it. Why? Because I was just like, whatever. Because Four Horsemen, they always do this.
Hmm.
They release, and then they re-release slightly better. So, and this is for their figura obscura, meaning they're once a year release. It's like the exclusive character. Last year was Krampus, right?
Oh yes.
They had Krampus as their figura obscura, and this year is the Ghost of Christmas Past,
Hmm.
right? And it has like the big wailing, like ghost boys. That's a big thing. Real
Okay.
chains and all that. So this was the year before that. So I let it pass, and then they said, you know what? We're gonna re-release it for those of you who missed out, but this time, glow in the dark head.
Yes. I was wondering, I was like, is it glow in the dark? Because I'm like the coloring and the packaging, it made me feel like it had to be glow in the dark.
So I just want to show. Okay, this figure is probably one that you're gonna host for a little bit because I'm probably gonna have to lend it to you for.
Oh, Scooby! Oh my gosh, yes. That would be so good.
It's like a classic Scoob villain type of deal.
It's the devilish apparition.
I know.
That is a quote from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. And by the way, while Max was unboxing that, I don't know if you guys saw the small amount of panic in my face when I got this wreath stuck in my thumb and I couldn't get it out, but I was able to get it out. So we're safe. We're safe.
Yeah, Porcelain Piggy and my dad have this thing where they hate getting their fingers stuck in stuff. Like they get stressed out like no other. It's wild,
But,
you know.
but we're
So
safe.
that's pretty much all there is to the unboxing. My wife and I got two comic books, like dollar comic books in the pool. You know, they're pretty
Nice.
much like we got it for the cover. They're pretty much like kissy type of covers. You know, they're very cute.
Smoochies.
But other than that, that's pretty much it. You know.
Yeah, I think that's it for me too. I haven't picked up other things. I know you guys are invested in my JLPT test, which Max honestly asked me. He was like, be honest with me. What percentage ready are you for the JLPT? And I told him, I'll be honest with you, I'm 3% ready for that exam. And I was accurate. I was legit just 3% ready. And like my reading speed is there, but I do not understand a lick of what I'm reading. So it was a very fun experience.
So if you would have ranked it in how many Furbies out of 10 would you give that experience?
Okay, so like if you want to take it and if you want to feel like you're taking a very difficult exam, I'll say a 10 Furby out of 10 experience. Uh, if you want to take it as like it's I want to know, I want to gauge where my knowledge is at experience, I'll give it a solid like a solid 7 because the listening portion makes you doubt yourself.
Wow. Now here's the other spoiler alert, guys. Porcelain Pig is going to go to Japan, which means that she's going to experience that live every day for the 1 week or so, 2 weeks that they're going to stay there. When you come back, let's see who can't shut up about Japan. Okay.
And Mighty Max has not been able to stop talking about it
I have
every
not.
time.
I will admit
Every
it. I can't and I won't shut up until you guys come back and then you guys have something to say, and then I'll be like, okay, fine.
You're like, I don't want to hear it anymore
Now,
because
when
I
I
want to go.
hear things about Japan, not talk about old stuff.
No, but we're always pretty happy to hear it. I like to know.
And at this point, I'm just a meme. But anyways, all right. So we did it. Is there anything we want to talk about?
I think that's it. I think we covered everything we had for this week. Oh, and by the way, I'm obsessed with the monsters from what's it called, Pop Mart. They're extremely good. You know, I ordered that other one that was a repeat, and I did not take my chances this time, and I ordered an open one because I really wanted the green one.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So
You
it's
know.
on its way. I also have two other pieces of Furby mail coming my way. I'll be doing a small video when I gather a few more Furby memorabilia through the sales. Because right now, guys, keep an eye. People are listing stuff for sale at pretty fair prices. I got a few items from eBay and Mercari, so just keep an eye. If you're looking for some specific items, a lot of things are being listed right now because it is the Christmas season, and people are like, okay, we need either that extra cash or the extra space because
Yeah.
Christmas is coming and we want our empty shelves or at least some space on the shelves so we can get some of the items
And
that we
also, they're
want.
looking for that special something, right? Like I got your stuff
Hmm. And I got your stuff, and you don't know what it
from.
is.
I know you don't know what it is, but I got like the thing. The thing I got for you is not. Let's just say in. I'll rank it from
Okay.
1 to 10 Furbies. I
Okay.
think this one is going to be a 10 Furby type of
Meh.
present.
Okay. So for me, I have an issue, just like our dear mother, which is I don't buy one thing, I buy multiple.
Uh huh.
And so if Max knows that I already ordered him one item because during his birthday he said he wanted the Mumra in mummy form.
Uh
And
huh.
literally after he said it, I was like, I just bought it from Big Bad Toy Store. So that's
Uh
your
huh.
Christmas gift. But this other item is a gift that I actually was gonna give you for your birthday. But I
Oh,
didn't give it to you. I saved it. And I was like, I'm gonna roll it over for Christmas in addition to like other
I
goodies.
have. I found things because my wife and I keep a Christmas pile right somewhere. And then when we were going over it, and we're like, "Oh, I bought this for Porcelain Piggy last year." So I things from last year that I was meant to give you in Christmas last year. Now they're gonna make it all the way to now.
This Christmas. Yeah, it happened. I actually have something for one of our cousins that I have from Christmas of last year that I lost. And then I found it. I was like, oh, here it is. Okay, you're being given this year.
I know, same. I got something very very similar. So all right, so this is it. We did it. Thursday live. Thank you guys for tuning in. Right, and hopefully we catch you on the replay because we're not going to be available this coming Saturday. Uh, but right, if you are in the neck of the woods of Torrance, there's going to be Toy Mania 2, right? So you guys can definitely go check it out and get some cool deals. I'm about tapped out as far as like budget goes, so I don't think I'm going to be spending any money, but I may be dropping by, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Hot Wheel race this time around.
Okay.
Um, but for sure, I'm going to be at the Torrance Antique Market selling not this weekend, but the next weekend after that. So keep an eye for more information on that. But oh, and also follow me on Instagram at Mighty Max Toys. Go ahead,
And,
Forceful Thinking. What's
and you
going
can
on?
follow pretty much nothing. I'm going to be roaming the streets on this weekend. I'll be out of town. So I will be trying to thrift locally in the places I'll be visiting. And just keep an update on my story over on my Instagram at Porcelain Piggy because whatever I find, I'll pretty much post there. And I will be being a little sneaky and trying to sneak up to some collectible shops nearby. I'll be doing some Googling tonight so I can have some places to visit on our way there
Pee
as
Wee
well.
also has some places that he visits when they go down there to that neck of the woods. So like hit him up. Remember, because remember last time he found the Hot Wheel plane and he
Oh,
just
yeah.
said me like, "LOL, look what I found," and I'm like, that's a Grail piece. I would have sent you the money.
And it was for $10.
No, I don't know how much it was to be honest, but I would have sent him the money if it was a good deal. But I was just like, I have not seen that thing
Well, fine. Just
ever live.
yeah, just give it time. Give it
Yeah.
time.
Hopefully, yeah, 2024 is another good thrifting year. So hopefully, I'll see it. I'll see it more then. Or at this point, it's just going to be re-released. Like the way things are going.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. So thanks again for watching, guys. I know it was a funny little time, and you guys can tune back on or replay on Saturday. And for all of you that are watching on Saturday, thank you for tuning in. And
Yeah.
feel free to put things on the comments. We do read them and I do reply to all of them. So thanks again for watching. Be safe out there. It is going to be a windy weekend.
Yep.
So hold on to your paper good collectibles so they don't blow away.
Hold your butts.
All right, guys. Bye. In that note, hold on to your butts. Bye.